Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. The WRX is finally gone. I know I've been alluding to it. Actually, it's been pretty clear that I've been selling the car, and in today's video, we're gonna show the exact process of the WRX getting picked up and it actually disappearing. I'll tell you guys how much I got paid for it. I've got another video coming out about how much profit I made on it. Actually, I might talk about it then, but we'll talk about how much I was, given a check for. You'll see that process because I think it was actually a pretty cool process. I was a little bit surprised. It was actually super easy. But we're also gonna talk about just like channel updates, the next cars coming to the channel, and the most important reason why you shouldn't leave the channel if you're a WRX supporter, because we're still gonna have tons of content, both Subaru and other cars on the channel, so there's a lot of exciting things to come, and let's get straight into it. So I do have to apologize. You guys probably noticed that in a lot of the most recent videos, it's been very, very cold, and of course, the weather's been very, very warm, so a lot of you guys have been picking up on what's going on. Well, the videos have been a little bit out of date. They've been a little bit backtracked. The car actually sold about a month and a half ago, and we're just behind because there's been so much STI news and other news that I've sprinkled things in, and all of a sudden I found myself a couple of videos behind. So if you're a super fan of the channel, you notice that I've been publishing pretty much twice a week, which is very unusual for the channel, but something we're going to try to keep up for the most part, especially when I have the new car in the channel. So I just want to kind of like air that out. Yes, it's been a little while and the car's been gone for some time, and I've been using that time to find the new car for the channel, which I'm not necessarily ready to announce yet because I'm still actually looking, but I've narrowed down what kind of cars that I'm potentially going to get and start making offers on. So we'll talk about that at the end of the video. So as most of you guys know, I chose to sell my car to Algo, and they came and picked up my WRX. What was actually nice is I got on the phone, I said I have an offer from Vroom. Can you match or beat it? And didn't tell them what that offer was. I was very hesitant to go with Vroom because they give you the offer, they pick the car up, and then they determine after inspection of the car whether or not it's okay. Algo, actually, you just take photos of it, they come, they give you the check on the spot, and they do that with a few other companies like Carvana and stuff, but the offers are way higher. They're at Vroom offers. Vroom offers more because they know they can slash it later. Just a danger of going with Vroom. Algo didn't do that. So they actually just said, what did Vroom give you on the upper end? I said, okay, fine, this is what it is, because I knew it was like a really, really high offer, and they were just like, fine, matched it. When can we pick it up? They came 3 or 4 days later, picked up the car. Before they even put it on the bed, they handed me a check for as much as like for the car, and it disappeared. But I'm gonna show you that process right now. We'll get straight into it, and I will see you guys in a little bit, and we'll talk about what happened after. Oh. Crazy, crazy. All right, man. I appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you.
Have a safe drive to New Jersey whenever you have to go.
Yeah, I have to go to that tomorrow morning and come back before Saturday.
So do they actually auction all these cars? Do you take, like, will this go to an auction? Probably not, right?
They have one address in Berlin.
Yeah.
The base right there, and this is the dealership.
Huh, okay.
And have 2 auctions. Probably the auction in Philadelphia, just going sold the cars. And the auction in New Jersey, just a bullshit cars.
Makes sense.
A lot of different cars.
Yeah, makes sense. So it was bittersweet. Seeing that WRX leave is like, I still just like editing this video, it haunts me because I miss that car so much. Again, like I said before, it's been like 6 weeks since this has all happened, maybe even a little bit more. Time is flying by. Just looking for a new car and figuring out what's right for the channel is obviously making time fly. But super bittersweet. I miss that car so much. It's so weird not to have a Subaru in my driveway. But as you can see, it was pretty easy. I did talk a lot with the guy. I was pretty disturbed how badly he scratched the front bumper getting up onto his trailer. He didn't seem phased at all. I don't have the photos anymore because the car actually sold, I think, pretty quickly, or they like moved it or something. So basically what ended up happening is like 2 weeks later, the car ended up going up for sale on their website, and it was listed for some crazy number. It was like something like 25,500, which might be market at the highest rate. That's like way more than the car cost new, actually. Like the car cost new, I think the original owner bought it for like $23,997. I think that's actually the sticker, or that was the price he paid leaving the dealership in New Hampshire because there was no sales tax. So that's actually what he walked away. That was the out the door price at the time in 2016. I think it was maybe like late 2015 because he got an early 2016. It was an early 2016. So listed for way more with that many miles. But the crazy part is they just ripped all the parts off. So they just ripped the front bumper, the front lip off, like didn't clean it at all. Obviously, like you have a front lip for a while, there's going to be some residue change. You're going to have to buff it, polish it. Didn't do any of that. They ripped off. I still had the aftermarket fenders, emblems, all that kind of stuff. They just ripped it off and didn't replace it. So out there was a white WRX with like no emblems, a wonky looking front bumper, some weirdness. I think they took out the F1 light because I also was too lazy to take that out. I was like, whatever. And they came sooner than I could get it out. And they just took it out, and there was just a hole because I forgot to give them the cover for that. So that was funny. It was just weird. And they instead of I left the obviously the gloss black lettering on the trunk. Instead of leaving that, they just took it off, so it had no badging whatsoever, no lettering. It was really weird, and then they listed it for some ridiculous number. So they either decided to pull it off the listing or it sold. I'd love to know if it sold. If you bought it, let me know. But I can't imagine anyone looked at that WRX and was like, I'm gonna buy this thing, because it was just like, it looked like it was in terrible condition. I was like super shocked at what they chose to do. They even listed it without even like cleaning it, which was surprising. But you know, to each their own. Like I'm not here to like make any judgments because they paid me a lot of money for the car, and it like had nothing to do with who I am. It was just like I called them one night and they gave me the offer. So probably actually would have paid me less if they knew who I was and actually did the research on the car. Just honestly, like there was nothing nefarious. I didn't do anything wrong with the car, but I'd already brought it back to stock at the time. So take that with whatever grain of salt you want to take it with. So what's next for the channel? That might be what you're looking for. So I guess my biggest plea for everybody out there, I know this has been a WRX channel forever. We're still gonna have Subaru content. We're still gonna like mix that kind of stuff in. There are gonna be more Subarus on this channel. I think the next car on this channel probably won't be a Subaru, but my plan is to start switching cars every 6 months and then keeping the ones that I love. My goal is to pick up either a 2022 WRX or get my hands on an STI when the price is correct. The problem is I was going to get an STI. I probably won't get a 2022 WRX before I get something faster on the channel, but I was going to get an STI. But the problem is the prices are inflated so much that I'm looking at STIs that are used at the same cost as like a GR Supra. Of course, I'm going to bring a GR Supra onto the channel before that. But the reality is don't leave if you're a WRX fan, because there's going to be more Subaru content, and I'm going to do some really crazy things with other cars. The cars that I'm thinking about for the channel is the GR Corolla. That's the lowest on the list because I don't think I'm going to be able to justify the price that they're going to list that at because of the market situation. I think the two strongest contenders right now are going to be either a GR Supra or I almost said 400Z, or a Nissan Z, the brand new Nissan Z. Now, none of these cars are cars that I'm going to have for a long time, but they're going to be cars that I want to produce a lot of content on, and more importantly, like mod. So my goal is to take the channel, which has been very information based, maintain the information base. So you're going to get like every Friday, you'll get one of the typical like unbiased. I'm going to talk about the car. I'm going to talk about everything that you need to know. I'm going to talk about the market every Friday, and then every like Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe a Sunday. I haven't decided on what day. There's gonna be modification content. So I'm gonna kind of split it up so I can appease those of you that want to just watch me spend a lot of money on the car, and I can also appease those of you that want to get like unbiased, real world, real talk information about the platform, what's going on in the market with the car, like what the competitive outlook looks like. So that's all coming to the channel. I want you guys to tell me right now in the description below, Nissan Z, Supra, GR Corolla, Mustang GT, STI, potentially a BRZ, but I'd have to basically like supercharge it. I don't know if that's the route that I want to go. What kind of car do you want to see on this channel? Be logical. Remember, I have to make content around it. So if it's an older car, it's pretty much off the table, right? And a lot of you guys are going to say, whoa, what are you talking about? I love BRZs. It would have to be a new BRZ, and I'd have to do something super unique because so many people have covered that car. So I can't compete, right? I need something that's going to grow the channel. So as you make suggestions, just keep that in the back of your mind. Like a 350Z is definitely going to be a no-go for me. I don't love the way the new Nissan Z looks, but the power to the amount that you're going to have to pay to get it looks really attractive right now. There are rumors that it could be at 40K base, which they can have my money now if that's the case, because that would be a lot of fun. But the manual Supra is coming out, so that's really exciting too. Both cars are like gonna be midsummer, so I'm gonna have to figure out what to do between then and now, and that might be where I get an older BRZ or something for like a couple months to have some fun with between those two periods of time. So let me know in the comment section below. And also, we're not pausing on the videos. I actually have a really exciting videos between now and the next car about about well, a lot of Subaru stuff. So it's still going to be Subaru stuff. They're really exciting videos. They're videos that I really enjoy making that aren't necessarily modification content, but videos just about this community, about Subarus, about Subaru creators, automotive YouTubers. I'm really excited to make these videos, and you should be excited to see them come. So between now and the next car, whenever that happens, I'm thinking it's going to be like 4 to 8 weeks. I still have a few, actually, I probably still have 2 WRX videos that are going to come out that aren't from ages ago that are about my WRX and about the process and how much money I made, because I've made videos on this channel about making money in cars, and everybody says like they're unicorns and it's not real. Well, I made money again, and I made a ton of money, like profit. I profited on my WRX, like without a doubt. So I'm gonna make a video about that so you guys can see all those numbers and you can get all the juicy information. But otherwise, really exciting stuff coming out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.